just got to the hotel in Melbourne. Just brought all our luggage up, and just about, actually, I'm waiting to get in the shower, get dressed, and head over to Vidcon to register, and then we're going see if anyone's there that I know, and then head over, well, head back here really, and just relax. I think that's the plan for a little bit, and then later tonight go check out some awesome stuff around Melbourne. Yeah, I need a rest though. My legs, we got lost in Melbourne, and we were trying to find the hotel back to here, and we walked all the way down Collins Street thinking it was, well, actually Google duped us. Google said 44, what, I don't know, but said it was all the way down the end of the street. We saw some really cool things though. There was a museum down there as well, so I might go to that. But yeah, the walk killed us. That's a long ass street. Anyway, Veronica wanted us to show the room, so when we've tied it up a little bit, we'll show you the room, what we're staying in. It's quite tiny, but it's actually nice. It's a nice cozy room, and yeah, so we will be back soon to show you that, and I'm just gonna get ready. Alright, see you guys soon. Hey guys, so I just went to Vidcon Convention Centre and picked up my creators. Hey, why is that backwards? It's not backwards to you guys, I don't think. Anyway, so it's yeah, creator badge. I cannot lose this. I'm gonna put my name and channel on there. I guess I got to do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, so I get there, right? And of course there's an issue, and fucking hell. And it always happens to me, it's serious. Okay, so on the form it says to put your real name, which is not gonna tell you. Some of you already know this, but my real name. And then it says, what's your YouTube name? So I put that, Matt Roseworne. So I get to the place, and they go, oh, I can't find you, because I'm giving them their my ID. We can't find you here. Like, why? So I was like, how? Like, I filled out the form correctly. It's your problem that you've mixed up my name, because on my debit card it says my proper name, and that's what I paid with. So the payment details, so I got it because I had all the other information. So yeah, and they were like, and they also said, oh, so do you have the QR code? And I'm like, you know what? I only got that I only got that email today, actually. And they go, oh no, we sent those emails out, you know, 2 days ago. I'm like, well, I only just got mine today. So, I think they don't think, oh, some of us are from country towns, we don't have very good internet. And Australian internet is slow. Anyway, I was wanted to show you guys the room. So here we go. Alright, so let's have a look. Alright, so in the back there is the bathroom, and it's just a bathroom. We're not going to really show you any of that. And this is the room. 2 beds, a little nook over here for you know, I don't know, computer and stuff, vitamins. In here we got like a fridge, and in here we got a safe and just some like stuff, and then in this one is the linen and clothes and stuff. We have these little nooks and stuff down here, and coffee and tea, lots of red wine, my beer. Yep, all that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the room. It's tiny, but it's good. It's what we want. It's what we wanted. 2 beds and a bathroom. Anyway, guys, we are going to be meeting up with a whole heap of YouTubers later on tonight. So just waiting for confirmation on stuff, and definitely gonna have a good night tonight. I so want to go and check out the 3D art thing. It's called Artvo, I think it's called. Anyway, I so want to go and see that. That's over that side anyway, so that's cool. I saw Damo. I saw Damo over there, YouTube creator, and I went up to him and I said, I liked your last video, and didn't really want to talk to him or anything. Like, maybe I can do that tomorrow. He looked busy anyway. But yeah, that's about it. I saw a few other YouTubers that I've seen before, but briefly. I swear to God, I thought I saw I can't think of her name. That's really bad. I thought I saw a YouTuber that I'm not subscribed to, but that I know of from America, who's pretty big. Oh, her name is on the tip of my tongue. I hate that. Anyway, I'm really hating my hair right now because it's just ew, and because it's raining and it's humid in here. Maybe we should put the air conditioning on, make it a little bit cooler in here. But yeah, that's about it. Alright guys, well, more vlogs to come, so stay tuned. See you soon.
Is this where the moderator stands? No? Welcome guys and girls and everyone of all ages to our panel. I've never been on a panel or moderated, but obviously that qualified me to be your moderator for today. So welcome. Today we're going to be talking about, with you and with each other, creating and maintaining your community, which we're all really excited to talk about, and we're interested in your thoughts as well. So we're hoping to leave some time at the end open for some Q&A. So if you have some thoughts or questions through the course of the panel, please keep them in mind, because we'd love to hear them from you and offer whatever insight and sagely wisdom that we can provide. But moving forward, I think it'd be great to introduce ourselves. And when talking about communities online, really there's like an unlimited access. You have access to the globe. And there's huge potential for everyone in this room to find the right fit, the right audience for their niche. And at this table we have a combined reach of about 4 million people in our communities, which is incredible when you think about that we all, I think, started in the same way, just sort of like the hope to do something we love, and that's something we all share in common. So I'll start off by introducing myself. My name's Jazza, and I have a YouTube channel called Draw with Jazza. I also have a daily vlog channel I started up a year ago called Daily Jazza, in efforts to directly communicate with my community more. And I do art and animation tutorials and entertainment.
Hey guys, my name is Jess Holzman. My YouTube channel is called Study with Jess. Originally it started as a study skills channel, like 2 random study tips and a DIY, and then over the last 2.5 years I've broadened it to be more about inspiration, motivation, advice, guidance, support, anything you name it, and I mainly have students aged like in high school, university and college, so yeah, wherever I can spread that study info, I try and do that.
Oh, g'day. My name's Jamie Lou Chevelle, and I started off on YouTube as a vlogger, and I do like sketches because I was too afraid to like sing. I actually wanted to make music in the beginning, and then now I've sort of redirected my channel to doing music and like just doing what I love, and yeah.
My turn. Hey, my name is Alonzo. I feel like I'm going to throw up because I'm nervous. My heart is beating fast. This is my 2nd panel so far, whole life. Just had my first one last week. But about my channel, I started in 2008 doing vlogs. No, I didn't. I started doing rants. And in 2008, I started doing music video reviews. I took a break for about a year to rebrand myself a little bit and take some time off. And I came back in 2011. I did Dumbest Spells or Dumbest Tweets and stuff. And I've been uploading consistently for 3 years now. I'll see at least 1 video a week. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Good. My name is Benny Davis. I'm a member of comedy trio The Axis of Awesome. We are... Hey, cool, you heard of us. Yeah, it's funny because we're the old school version of YouTubers. We feel like we were doing it before there was any convention, so all the advice I have is what not to do. I also have my own solo channel, Benny the Jukebox, which I started about 5 years ago. I had one video that went dynamite, and then I didn't do anything for like 6 months. So, again, don't do that. And I would also like to apologise because breakfast ran late, so I'm still wearing my activewear from the run I went to this morning. Sorry if I stick.
Great, cool. Well, I'm so rapt to be on this panel with you guys. Thank you all for, I don't know, tolerating me. But it's awesome, I think, that we all have such a unique audience. We all have totally different sort of things that we cater to and ways I think we might be interacting with our community, but there are also maybe things we share in common. So I think that something might be cool to sort of start off with is where we started, and that is at probably 0, I'm assuming. I just broke my pen. It's the hotel pen. So is this.
It's not one of the Instagram pens. You can trust that stuff.
Okay.
So I'm going to break my pen out of solidarity. So.
Thank you so much. I feel so welcome. You guys. Yeah, so let's come back the same way. Benny, if you could share with us where you were at 0 and how that sort of began.
Sure.
And you got from there.
Yeah, like I said, we've got a very unconventional route because there wasn't really any rules for it. Plus our success we owe to a lot of other people. If you want to know how 4 Chords went viral, and I'm assuming if you've heard of us, that's the song you know. We were much more focused as a live act because our experience was as comedians. So we focused on doing comedy festivals, doing the galas, which is where you saw the famous video get filmed. We performed live theatres and we tour a lot. And then some 16-year-old kid in Sydney took the video, stole it from Channel 10, uploaded it himself and put captions on it. And that's the one that got shared. So we kind of owe it to him for actually making it go viral. Following that, you know, we made the effort to make high-quality music videos for all the other stuff we did, but people just wanted to see 4 Chords. So we did a new version of that in studio. Again, we got to own that one, and so we got new virality off the back of that because there were new songs in it, a new version of it. Yeah, really, it's just, my advice is make good content because, and I've had the same experience with my solo channel, is that I didn't really know how to make it go popular. Other people did that for me because I put up something that I was proud of and somebody else agreed, and that somebody was Perez Hilton at the time. Yeah, the same way that we broke the States because Ashton Kutcher retweeted it, and he liked 4 chords, so good on him, good taste. Yeah, that's what did it for us. Doing it yourself, I don't know, ask them.
Oh, my turn. What was it?
Starting at 0. Yeah.
Oh.
How did you build?
2007, I started YouTube to just add music to my playlist. And then 2008 came, I didn't even know YouTube, they had people talk. I didn't know they had people talk about things on YouTube. I thought it was just music videos. And then one day, my friend canceled on me the last minute because we had plans for 6 months in, and I started a rant about that. I don't know how my videos got spread around that time because I didn't have Twitter or Facebook or anything at that moment. I guess people searched or YouTube popped my video in their box, and that's how I went. But I know to always read my comments because my audience are the ones that's watching me. They're sharing my videos. They're giving me tips on what I should be doing or what I need to stop doing, and I went from there.
Awesome. Damien, did you want to share where you started?
Yeah, sure. So I started in 2010, and it was a different world back then. I feel there was like the possibility that YouTube could have like such a big audience. I did not know that. I just thought people were like talking stuff. Like it was when Shane Dawson and I adore Shane Dawson and like Jenna Marbles and stuff. So yeah, when I started, it was kind of just something I just do for fun because I was bored. I was actually really sick at the time. I was in year 12 and I was just like always bedridden, and I'm like, this is boring. So like that's how I like found YouTube. I was just like bored and stuff, and I was like, oh, yeah, maybe I could make a video and like do something fun because these guys look like they're having fun. I remember like setting up boxes of tissues as my tripod. Started from the bottom, and don't ask me why I got tissues in my computer. Yeah. Just kind of rolled with it, and you know the community back then, there was a lot of older men watching for some reason. And yeah, I was cool with it, man. Check this out. They were like from different parts of the world, and I didn't really know very much about like America or like anywhere else. This guy's like, oh, this girl, she's from England. I'm like, hey, from England? From Australia. Where's that? And I'm like, Australia? It's like I've had some really weird interactions with the people who started watching me in the beginning, and then it kind of just started growing. I just kept making stuff, and I was just like, this is a lot of fun. And I think as long as you're having fun and you're just making stuff you want to make, like,
It's awesome, yeah, definitely.
My turn? Okay. I feel like I'm still a bit of a newbie to YouTube because I started 2.5 years ago, and something that I want to share with people is that when I started my channel, I had no idea how to use YouTube. I watched YouTube, but I didn't know what it was like to be a creator. So I YouTubed how to upload a video onto YouTube. I filmed and edited my first video, and then I actually didn't know how to get it up there. So it was a steep learning curve for me, but it was awesome, and it challenged me a lot. It taught me a lot about patience and perseverance and self-determination. I remember though, yeah, I started from nothing, and especially being in, well, Melbourne, I don't know, I feel like it's not, YouTube is not really the kind of career that you can go home to your parents and say, this is what I'm doing with my future, and they totally get it yet. It's still really new. So, my friends didn't really get it at the start. I think my first video cracked a couple hundred views, and my father-in-law to be thought that was amazing. My fiance sitting in the front row, and I remember him saying, wow, you've got 500 views, and I was like, well, Bethany Motor has like millions. So yeah, I started my channel 2.5 years ago, and I guess the reason I started it was because I stressed a lot in school. I mean, to my own detriment of my own health, and I wanted to be a positive role model for people. I wanted to actually make studying more enjoyable and less stressful, just not so overwhelming because we put so much pressure on ourselves to succeed. And so I thought, why don't I make a channel dedicated towards this? I felt like there weren't really any channels at that time that were personable and were helping students to study better and take that pressure off. So yeah, I started studying with Jess, and originally it was 2 random study tips and a DIY because I watched a lot of the DIY and creative YouTubers at the time. It took me quite a while to find my feet. I think only in the last year have I really worked out who am I and what do I really value and what do I want to put out there. And the more that I listen to my gut and take my own life lessons and translate that into a video, the better the responses I get, which is really nice because I feel like there's nothing more empowering than being your authentic self and being accepted for that. So, YouTube's done a lot for my confidence, but it's also taught me a lot about being patient. I remember week 9, I posted a video and my views just weren't increasing. And I got really down on myself, and I remember my family and my partner were just encouraging me and saying, you've just got to keep going, because when you start from nothing and you're not given help by other creators or anyone else in the industry, it just takes a lot of time. And so I just kept going. I posted every week, once a week, and finally I saw the wheels start to turn and I got to see what exponential growth on YouTube looked like. So yeah, that's my story.
Definitely have to push past that wall of discouragement.
Yeah.
I actually initially started out on other parts of the internet creating independent animation and game content. Go Flash games on Newgrounds. Yeah, old school people. That was way more than I expected. That's yeah, so actually, right around the time where the iPhone came out and Steve Jobs said F you to Flash, I was sort of like, okay, I'm on a sinking ship, what do I do? And I had an old YouTube channel with a whole bunch of random stuff, and I knew people weren't going to go there and hang around because they didn't know what they were going there for. But I noticed that the tutorials had consistently good views, and they were horrible tutorials. So then I thought, okay, well, I looked around YouTube and I noticed that all of the tutorials, or at least in my niche, most of the tutorials, were pretty janky, really bad quality audio, just text and loud techno music and no good instruction. And I thought, okay, well, there's something I can do here. I can provide something. So I started my channel off, Draw with Jazza, by creating art and animation tutorials, sort of in my own voice. I think I pride myself on early on in YouTube, and as far as tutorial providers go, being one of the earlier people to put themselves in the video. And I would communicate directly through the webcam, and then that's allowed me over the years to transition and adapt and build my content into a sort of personality-based thing, where I occasionally do tutorials still, but really I get to have fun with art, which is a dream come true for me, because that's what I wanted to do since I was 11 years old. So my content has sort of become a weird mix of like challenges where I hang myself upside down by the ankles and try and paint a picture, and community stuff where I have competitions, art competitions where people who have never tried art can try, yeah, some tutorials and other stuff like that. So, but as far as starting off at zero, it's interesting, at least in my experience, that my zero was elsewhere. And this is, I think, something worth keeping in mind, that when I started on YouTube on this channel, I brought as much of my elsewhere as possible to this channel to say this is what I'm doing. And I had a couple of hundred subscribers early on pretty quickly. After the first year I had 5,000 subscribers, but that was one full year of several videos a week, and not breaking from that. Giving them a track record that they can rely upon, and then you start to experience that exponential growth. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm gathering, like, from everything everyone said, there's this really cool pattern resonating through of, well, finding a way that who you are can sort of reach other people, and that's become the content. And I think that, in my view, and I'm interested in your thoughts, is sort of the basis for building the community. Because really the community that you build essentially are people, and I'm sure there are many people in this room who have joined people on this panel's content and become subscribers because they saw a video and thought, oh, they seem kind of cool. I'd hang out with them. That was an interesting or informative or entertaining video, but I'll keep watching because I like the way they said that or the way they did that. And I think that's interesting. It's almost like really does build that base of community in that authentic way. It's a relationship. it's a friendship and it becomes a family. So yeah, I'd be interested to I don't know, maybe go through some of your experiences with how, as your channels have grown, you've like cultivated that and built that. What are some of the best tools and assets you've found to communicate with your audiences?
I guess I'll go first. Just off the back of that, I'm not sure I could really pinpoint certain tools, but I think the point I want to make about building that community is that YouTube's a wonderful tool because there are no gatekeepers anymore. That there will exist a community for the kind of content that you want to make and the person you want to be on the internet. You will be able to find that niche, and that's a wonderful thing for the good people, and it kind of sucks for the bad ones because there's some horrible things on YouTube as well. But I think the important thing to keep in mind is that keeping true to the content you want to make, you will find that audience if you're consistent. And I think what speaks volumes to that for me is the fact that there's actually very little crossover in the audiences from my Axis channel to my solo channel. Because pretty much every time I put up a video, someone will go, oh, I think that's the guy from Axis of Awesome. Which is bizarre because it's all on the internet, right? It should all be the same community, but it's not. It's that we have global reach now, so whatever you want to say, the possibilities are infinite. If there is a niche of people who are going to enjoy what you do, you'll find them, as long as you are just consistent and keep putting it out there. That's my contribution.
That was a fantastic contribution, thank you, Ben. I think it's interesting to hear how people use different tools outside of YouTube. I'd be like, I mean, comments and replying to comments is, that's a really straightforward one.
Oh, that's so dumb. First. Yay, good for you.
There are a lot of people first, it's weird. There are like 500 first people, that's interesting. Yeah, but I sort of think like different platforms have different flavors, right? So, Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, they all have different ways of communicating and they're going to be more suitable.
Oh God, am I having a stroke? Did everyone else see that?
Okay. So I'd be interested to, we are sort of talking at Vidcon, I don't know if I'll get kicked out for talking about anything other than YouTube, but platforms outside of YouTube that you use to help corral and communicate with your audience is really invaluable and maybe worth talking about. My personal favourites are Twitter, because especially when you build a large audience, it's hard to really make everyone feel like you've communicated with them in some way. And Twitter, I think, is great, because even if you give them a heart, some people freak out. And it's awesome, because it's something you can give. And sometimes, especially if you're running from A to B or trying to get stuff done, that is all you have to give, but it's something. So I find that really valuable. Emails is something maybe we can all talk about in more detail, but we try and keep up with that as much as we can. And then also Twitch, I do live streams every week, even though it's not a moneymaker by any means, but it's a great way to directly feed off of my audience's interaction, make them feel involved, and to sort of give that back as well. And then the vlog channel, which I started a year ago, which I had no expectations for and has overwhelmed my expectations with positivity and been an incredible avenue. So what are some of your platforms?
I'll go. YouTube was first, and then came Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat.
I don't even understand how to use Snapchat.
I don't have
Thank
Snapchat.
you.
I tried to. I'm going to sound like such an old man right now, but like, I've tried like on 3 separate occasions to understand how the interface works, and
That was the turning point for me. That's when I'm like, okay, I'm officially old now. Where's the menu?
These dumb kids and
It's all swipes. Why? Everything's hidden. Off screen. Just give me a button for.
Well, Snapchat is easier than the YouTube inbox. When they got rid of the video responses, I can't even find my inbox for YouTube. So I love communicating with my audience, because some people, they don't even have a YouTube account, no matter how many times they view your videos. I love subscribers because they do take that extra mile to make an account. If they already have one, they press that subscribe button. Beyond the years, is that the right phrase? Beyond the years?
Yeah.
I'll take it, yeah.
Okay. When I noticed that, of course I have negative comments, but my subscribers, they have my